Hey guys, welcome to this demo on how to use Cole Realty Resource to generate a prospecting list for the Columbus Day event. The first place you go is the NRT Gateway and you find the Cole Realty Resource button. Once we click on that, it'll take us into Cole where we can do a neighborhood search. Now what we're going to do is basically conduct a search around a property. So this could be a listing, a sale, an open house. Managers and OAs, SSAs, I recommend running about 5 to 10 different searches and printing out those lists for agents so that they can have lists ready the morning of the Columbus Day events. So I'm going to enter my address, 19 Mark Twain Drive. Now notice when I'm entering in the street name, I'm not putting the word drive or street or road. Always omit that when you're entering the street name. So I'm just going to add Mark Twain. I'm not going to put the city, but I am going to put the zip code. And I'm also going to select telemarketing because this is only going to give me results that these people are okay to call. I'll click search. It's going to find the property that I just entered. And then what I'm going to do is click either street, radius, or map search. For a 3-hour call session that we're going to have, it's recommended that you have about 100 to 200 names to call. Okay? So we're going to click on map search for our example. And with map search, what I'm going to do is zoom out and I'm going to do, a radius plot. I'm going to choose radius and I'm going to pick everyone in, let's say, this particular area. So I want this radius around the property. I could also do freeform plotting and select my own map if I wanted to. So whatever's easiest for you. I'm going to choose radius plot just like this and click view available prospects. Once it returns the list to you, it'll show you the total number of people that it returned. So about 226 prospects. That's perfectly fine. What I'm going to do is click Export All Records, and I'm going to download them to my computer. And I want to download them as Excel Common Fields Combined. With those two options selected, we'll click Download, and it'll give us an Excel file. Now in our Excel file, we want to prepare this for printing. So what we're going to do is click Enable Editing at the top, and I'm going to show you a cool shortcut. If you click on the little box in the top left corner of the table, it highlights all of the cells. You can double click on the line between A and B, these two boxes here, and if you double click, it automatically sizes all of the individual columns. And you can also click and drag the line between 1 and 2 to change the height of each row. So it gives a bit more space. Perfect. Now, I want to go ahead and clean this up. I don't necessarily need to see the DNC purchase date and purchase amount and home value. I just need to get the list of phone numbers and the people's names. Okay? So I'm going to highlight this by selecting I through L, and I'm going to right click and select delete, and it's going to clean that up for me. And I'm going to say at the top here, notes. So these are going to be my notes. Now I'm going to go ahead and click File and select Print. Now when I'm looking at this as a print preview, I'm not really able to see all of the different rows and columns here on the portrait view, but I can change the portrait orientation to landscape, and you see it gives me a little bit more space. I can also choose custom margins and say that I want them to be narrow, and it gives me a bit more space as well. So I can see first name, last name, address, address to, if you want to keep that, city, state, zip, and then my notes. So I can make some notes over here. You can adjust the row height and the column width and then run these prints right off. So a lot of great things that you can do with this. I recommend doing 5 to 10 different searches so that agents who don't have lists will have someone to call that day. Thanks so much for watching this tutorial on Cole Realty Resource. Hope you found it valuable. We'll see you on September 22nd, September 28th, and October 5th for the Columbus Day event.